Hi everybody, it's Brenda from Cross-Eyed Cricket Creations. I wanted to share with you my design team project for Country Craft Creations in Hooper. I hope you all enjoy it. This time I made a book box, and this has, of course, a mini album inside. The papers that I was using was October Afternoon Public Library Collection. So the papers are all geared to books and reading, and I thought it turned out pretty cute. The box that I received was a Graphic 45 book box, and I started out by inking all the edges. I made sure that I inked them really well, and I used a vintage photo on this one. All of the embellishments on the front and within most of the book itself all came from that public library collection. The papers are super nice. They're good quality, nice and heavy, so they can be used. I did go ahead though and matted a lot of them just so they would stand out a little bit more, but the integrity of the paper is really nice and heavy. So let's get started. As I said, I went ahead and inked the book box all around all the edges, the sides. Made sure that everything was completely inked. And then I picked out the papers that I wanted to use. And I cut my papers for the top and went ahead and applied those and inked all the edges. And I did all the sides. So as you can see, the sides are all papered as well. Really some cute papers in here. Some really creative things you can do with a lot of these. And there's several cut-aparts you can use too. So let's begin on the front. I had this burlap flower. That is from Jolie's Boutique. And I went ahead and I inked the edges of that. And I made this little bow. I made this paper bow with some of the contrasting papers in the collection. And I made that using the We Are Memory Keepers. This is the envelope punch board. And you can make all different size bows. I really like how that turned out. I love that punch board. You can do so much with it. I glossy accented the little flowers so that they would pop the petals on the flowers. And I used this cut apart. This came on the paper, the eyeglasses, and I used glossy accents for the lenses so that they would appear to be glassy, of course. I don't know if you could, there we go. And then moving down, I put a pocket on the front and used a little bit of the little flower paper to kind of set it off. Sorry. And these little tags all come out. These all come out of the little pocket on the front. So, you know, a little something interactive and three-dimensional. And I backed the pocket with some of the pattern paper and went ahead and glossy accented the petals and just kind of used a decorative punch for the edge just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. So I thought that was kind of cute. Get Lost in a Book, I popped that up on pop dots so that would stand out. And then these embellishments, these black blings, these are, let me see, Recollections. These little round pop outs, I used pop dots on those. I matted them in black, and those again are part of the paper. These are some stickers. They're sticky backed and they came on the sticker sheets. And I went ahead and used the ampersand symbol and I matted that in black, and then I used glossy accents, as you can see, around the edges to kind of pop that up a little bit. I was going to use a film across the front because it's open, but instead of that I wound up using some ribbon I put across. I used double ribbon across and attached it, of course, underneath these little popped up symbols, and thought that kind of gave it a little bit of a different look. Now for the inside, I went ahead and put a pull on the drawer so that you could get inside. Let's just open this up inside, I have the album. I had to be really careful because, of course, you can see I only had this much of a depth for the album, so I couldn't go too nuts on embellishing inside. So that took a little while for me to kind of hold myself back with some of the embellishments that I wanted to use. As you can see inside the drawer, I did attach the pull. This is a Tim Holtz. And I did go ahead and paper around all the outside edges. And this is all paper collection from that public library. And as well as the inside. And I went ahead and I inked all completely inside around all the edges as well, so that everything kind of ties in. Okay, and this is the album. On the outside, I went ahead and I have a couple charms on the outside. I have them hanging by a chain. I used a pretty good size grommet or an eyelet. The big ones, I think I kind of call them grommets. But anyway, I have a little key, and I have another charm that has A-R-T, art. Has some letters on it. I thought was real cute. And then this is some stars going down the inside. And those came from Tim Holtz Borders. So I thought that was kind of a cute addition. On the front, this was again one of the papers from the public library collection. And again, I couldn't really do too much embellishing because I didn't have a whole lot of space. I had to stay within a confined area or it wouldn't have slid in and out of that book box. But I think I kind of made up a little bit for it on the inside. And just put this little to dress up the back. I went ahead and just put a little black piece of cardstock across the back and used one of the stickers again that I'd inked. It says Chuck Book and has a lot of little critters looking at this book. Pretty cute. So the inside, let's see if we can keep this in frame. This is a little story about Phileas Frog, so I wanted to kind of keep a lot of that together and didn't want to cover too much of it up. I thought that was a real cute idea. So on the first page, I have these popped out. And again, this all came from that collection. These papers, again from the collection. And these are stickers that I went ahead and I matted on black cardstock. And these two I put together so this one, this one does move. And I made a pocket on the front and fastened it down with the star brad. And yep, got to have a booklet in there. So I have a booklet, and inside the booklet you can write whatever you see fit to write. And there's a little like gold rabbit down in the corner. And that just fits right back in here. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but it gives it a little bit more. And all of the pocket, of course, all the pages have pockets. So you have a nice big tag. You can use this for picture mats or whatever you want to put on there. But it's really a nice size. I thought that worked out real well. The little tabs on the side of each tag, I went ahead and I tried to put those in place so that they graduate down in sequence. And these, again, these came in that collection. This was on the sticker sheet, so they were really, really easy just to punch out. They were already adhesive on the back, and I went ahead and just inked them and applied. The next page, this I thought was kind of clever, if I do say so myself. This paper is a file cabinet, like you would find, in the libraries. And what I did was I cut along the tops of the drawers, and that way I could put little tags inside all the drawers. So I put 2 tags on inside of each drawer. And I thought that was kind of a cool thing to do. And it, like I said, it was really easy. The paper already had everything set up for me. The next page, this has a flap. This opens. And there's a magnet, of course. So I use the basic gray magnets in this book. And you can get these, of course, at Country Craft Creations in Hooper. She carries all the magnets there. Great. I don't know what I'd do without them. I use a lot of them. Glossy accents on some of the little details in the pictures. And this has a little photo frame I went ahead and put in. And that little photo frame, let me see, that is Karen Foster Designs. That's where the photo frame came from. And so you could put a picture in this little photo frame if you like. And another tag, of course, with the tabber on the side. The next page, I really liked this. I also had used Graphic 45 tags that I had gotten previously, and they worked out perfectly, I think, for this. So these all come out. So you've got a pocket on the bottom, and you've got a pocket here. So you could put quite a bit. I wanted to put another book in here so bad, but I was afraid it would wind up being too thick and I wouldn't get it to close. And I wouldn't be able to fit it inside of that that drawer that goes in the well, geez, spit it out. It wouldn't fit in the drawer that goes inside of the book box. There we go. But I really like these Graphic 45 tags. They were real easy to work with. Again, I went ahead and I inked them and put some ribbon that I inked as well. Actually, that is the seam binding that I dyed. I used a lot of the cutouts from the paper and went ahead and applied those on. These already came with the big grommets on them too, so that was kind of nice. The next page, again, you know me, you guys, I've got to have a waterfall somewhere. Honestly, I love waterfalls. I just couldn't help myself. So I knew I couldn't do a big waterfall because the book wouldn't close right and fit in the drawer. So this is what I did. I made two little waterfalls. Two little tiny waterfalls, and they're held closed by the ribbons. But wasn't that clever? I thought that was a really cute idea. So I got my waterfalls. By golly, I got two of them. They're small, but they work and they're cute. And the ribbon just slides off. And you can see they flip up. Cute little waterfalls. I'll put that one back in later. And of course, another large tag. I went ahead and used glossy accents to pop up a little the target here. This page, I wanted to do something clever with as well. On this page, I did make a pocket and a booklet, and I popped up the B in the center so it has a little bit of dimension to it. So you could put some pictures in here or journal in here, whatever you wanted to do. And this unties, and this completely opens up. Kind of cute, huh? Something a little bit different. And, you know, whenever you're kind of limited on space or area where you can't do a whole lot of three-dimensional embellishments, then you kind of wanted to do something, you know, somewhere that kind of set it off a little bit. Whoops. And on this page, I went ahead and I put the rounded pocket. These numbers, again, were on that sticker page. Really cute, really easy to use. I already had the adhesive on them. And I had 3 more of the Graphic 45 tags. So I went ahead and used those. And again, they already come with the grommets on them. I just cut papers from the collection. I inked everything, and I thought that turned out real cute. And the seam binding. That stuff is so neat. You can dye it any color you want, and then I take ink and rub over that as well, so it's not so vivid and bright. I mean, it still is kind of a nice bright color, but it kind of tones it down some. And this, of course, has a nice big tag. And last page. Last page, I knew I had to kind of start toning it down some because, again, I thought it was getting a little bit thick, and I didn't want to take a chance of it not fitting after doing all the work. So the last page just has a couple little flaps. I thought this was real cute paper too, so I didn't want to cover it up too much. But you could put pictures or journaling, and of course these are magnetized. Gotta love those basic gray magnets. And on the inside back page, I went ahead and just put the little black mat around the side and put one of the cut-aparts again, one of the stickers. On the back, I think I already showed you that, has the little sticker, just something to kind of give it a little bit of pizzazz. And that is my mini album that goes inside of this book box. And it fits great. That goes inside of the Graphic 45 book box. Got to get my charms out of the way. There we go. This was really a fun project. I enjoyed doing it. All of the materials, like I said, the bulk of the materials that I used, honestly, came in that paper collection. So there was a lot of stuff that can be used there. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a line. You can catch me at my blog. That's cross-eyedcricketcreations.blogspot.com. And any of the materials, if you're interested, those you can get at Country Craft Creations in Hooper. Tammy will be more than happy to help you, and she gets this stuff out to you quickly. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.